Check. 1, 2. Is this thing working? Is this thing on? Got me a new fancy-dancy mic setup in the studio today. Welcome to Alastair Eats Food, the podcast, where you join local rocker Bryce Alastair, band members, and friends as we embark on little adventures to different restaurants and the conversations we have while we enjoy them. Most of these restaurants are places that we've already been to, frequent. The chefs are friends of ours. They're places that we recommend for people to go. So you will not hear us give a bad review because we're simply not going to be eating at places that we would give bad reviews. Just not going to review it. I'm not going to waste my time giving people bad publicity. The podcast itself is more of the conversation we're having while we're eating the food. It's not really the review. The review itself is the written review I make of the place, which you typically can find on the band's Facebook at the moment, but we're about to launch the website, Alastair Eats Food, so be looking out for that here soon. This week we're joined by Chip Richard. Chip is my recurring guest chef on the show. He has a good friend down there named Chef Tuna that has a place called Ginger Bistro. Ginger Bistro was the most heavenly experience I've had eating food probably since Opus 39 was around, when Rachel's brother used to work down there a whole bunch of years back. You can tell the food's really good because John doesn't say much on this podcast except for the fact that he could feel weird sensations in his feet while he was eating this stuff. That either had something to do with the food being that damn good, or it was just some really good weed that we smoked before we got there. But I really appreciate y'all listening, and here we are at Ginger Bistro in St. Augustine. John Deering, John King under the Mountain Deering. Chip Richard.
Yep, we are here.
The Chef Richard.
Ginger Bistro, St. Augustine.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, man.
Come on in.
Tell us the specials, Adam.
Yeah, let us know.
Hello, welcome gentlemen. My name is Adam. I will be serving you to the best of my ability today. Today we're offering Japanese certified Wagyu beef. That is at 4 pieces for $25. We are also offering traditional Japanese sea urchin, also known as uni, for 2 pieces at $30. The prize possession of today's special is definitely the king salmon. The king salmon has been dry aged directly from Japan. Well, that is going to be 4 pieces at $25.
Wow.
The also offering dry aged toro, which is very exciting, for 2 pieces at $21. And then there's also the omakase platter, aka the chef's choice special. So that would be a combination of everything that was just listed, as well as a few other special items.
Wow, that sounds good. All that stuff sounds good.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you, Adam.
We'll do, brother. We'll do, brother.
That's how I roll. Sushi roll.
Yeah, sushi roll.
That's how I do it.
So yeah, Adam used to work at Capsule a while ago. I've known him for a while. He makes toys. He makes like action figures, and so like he sells them. Like he makes his own packaging and everything for me. He actually made me my own action figure.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
rad. That is way cool.
But the thing with Ginger Bistro, like Tuna is a friend of mine. I've been friends with him for about 5 years, I'd say. And him and his wife Eva are just like salt of the earth. It's like some of the coolest people. And it's like you come here on like a Friday night or something, man, and this place is jamming.
Yeah, I bet.
And you'll see, usually not on Fridays and Saturdays, but you'll see like all the other, like the who's who of like all the chefs in town. This is where they come because like Tuna really knows his stuff.
Yeah, he's aging stuff up in here, like doing all that stuff himself. So that's gotta be like, you have to have a certain level of expertise to be aging fish, dry aging fish like that.
Yeah. So a lot of the times when I come in, I just tell them I don't even order. I just just whatever, man. I don't care.
Is that what we should do? What do you think we should do? I'm down for anything because I'm not picky. John, he just wants a Philadelphia roll.
Let's shoot with some appetizers. Let's get a couple things in for you if you like.
You steer the ship here.
Well, I'm thinking we'll just let Tuna just do his thing, man. whatever he wants to send out.
Okay, of course.
That's fine with me.
Of
Yeah,
course.
we just little bits of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. But you, let's get you something that you would.
chicken fingers?
Hold on now.
Oh, he's like, he makes them
Hold on,
just
hold on
he's
now.
lying.
Just to prove that I truly can cater to anything you desire. There is something on the menu that is absolutely incredible that I would be remiss if I did not mention it. So if we're gonna go here, check this bad boy out.
There you
This
go.
right here is no joke.
Chicken katsu.
It is Japanese chicken finger time.
Nice.
And it is no joke. It is absolutely delicious. Now, real quick. I know
that joke bit him in his ass.
now
yeah.
I know that chip is. Now you're guiding the ship, but I'm going to bring him down to the starboard side for a second here, just to let you all know how versatile we are here. Not only do we do that, we can do udon. Our ramen is award winning.
Yeah, the ramen is.
We
awesome.
also
Really.
offer traditional hibachi, which is out of this world. The steak is my personal favorite. So there's
yeah.
multiple different directions you can go if you truly want to do something else. But I'm going to go ahead and get this party started in direct how Chip said.
Yeah.
But you did say a Philadelphia roll?
No. I'm going with
No,
whatever comes
so
in
you're
here,
rolling.
I'm eating.
I was just
now,
yeah.
gentlemen, just if you did feel like some hot food, don't feel shy.
Oh,
Like, there's also
no. We just want to see what he's whipping up.
it's fire,
for.
dude. It's absolutely incredible. Like
Awesome.
yeah.
I can tell just by looking at all the cuts of meat over
Yeah,
there.
it's no joke here. So I'm gonna go talk to the Shogun and get this Yakuza.
Yeah, he knows, man. I'll eat anything.
Bro, you know how we do it, bro. We're
Yeah.
straight Yakuza here.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll leave one menu, okay, so you can
Thank
do your
you.
thing.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome.
Got the old Mofro Blackwater shirt out today, aren't you?
Yeah, I was going through, dude. I got the awesomest collection of T-shirts
Yeah.
over the years, man. I was going through earlier this morning. I was like, dang, it's been a long time.
He's like, I gotta put the old
gonna love
Mofro
it.
shirt on for old times.
Dude, he loves it when I'm just like, do you, baby?
Yeah.
I love it when he does that
Just
too.
do you, baby?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in. Because the thing is with Bailey, with her gluten thing, it's like when we come here, it's like it's got to be sushi because like she can't really do like the ramen and stuff
Yeah.
anymore. But the kids, like Delaney, will bring her here just like me and her. She loves the ramen. Porter loves the ramen. So I got to kind of split up my trips here.
Yeah.
But they also own this place called Chow Chow, which is a half a mile that way, and it's like a Korean style fried chicken place where they do the bubble waffles. It's like chicken and waffles, but Korean style.
Yeah.
They do boba tea, Korean style chicken and waffles, and I will warn you if you go there, the spicy chicken is really spicy.
It's real.
It is spicy.
That's how I like it.
And I like spicy.
Yeah, I like when it says that it's spicy.
And it is
to be
spicy.
super
Yeah.
spicy.
But yeah, that's the same thing. Usually when Delaney gets out of boxing, I'll take her over there and go get one of those boba teas.
Is she in boxing right now, or?
Yeah. Well, she's in school right now, but
No, I'm saying like.
Yeah, I
I
put her-
thought, was it Muay Thai or was it
no, I just put her in boxing.
just boxing?
Yeah, I did Muay Thai when I was in my 20s.
Okay, that was you. That's it. I knew that we talked about that.
It's funny the thing with Fresh or Frightening too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Did I tell you about that, John? The dude from Fresh or Frightening and James Taylor that is like the administrator for the group.
Yeah.
Well, he has some kind of vested interest in that. What is the place called?
The
Fish
St.
House.
Augustine Fish House.
The St. Augustine Fish House and Oyster Bar or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he posted like 6 or 7 different things that day, being like, "Oh, come out! It's a beautiful day to be out here on the deck at St. Augustine Fish House," and blah blah blah. And he's done it over and over again. He's the administrator for the group. It's supposed to be a group for reviews. And I said, "Do you have a vested interest in this place or something?" And he fucking blocked me from the group for that shit.
What the
Just
hell?
for that. That's all I asked him. But really, I know that he spread a bunch of rumors saying that Chip and all them at Caps get fish, like frozen fish. Yeah, they spread that rumor, and fucking so Chip and everybody there at Caps had to do a video to walk people through their coolers and shit to show them that, like, hey, no, we get all this shit fresh. We have huge bills for this shit, you know, and had to dispel the rumor mill. And the worst part about it is like everybody's using that group until they realize it. But I've seen him I've seen so many people be like, the administrator for this group is always deleting comments and blah, 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 and doing all this kind of stuff.
It's a pay-to-play thing.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds like so.
At the times, for sure. Like, he's getting paid for that shit.
My buddy Freddie, who owns Amici's, that was kind of like how he started like his like food mafia thing. It's like because like we were actually kind of friends with that guy. Like when he first started the page up, he started deleting comments. It's like and he would go to these places. And he didn't, like, if Stab didn't get covered, you know, like, he would delete some of the positive reviews off the page. It was like that kind of, like, he would go there, like, kind of wanting free shit from the places.
Yeah, man. You guys VIP, bro.
Little miso?
This is what I do. This is our clear suit, sir.
Clear suit.
Yo, and those Skechers, I've had those shoes. Aren't they the best things ever?
Dude, I paid $4 for these.
What?
At
15 years ago.
No, like about a year ago on a thrift store.
That's so good.
Bro, I paid $80 for those shoes. Yeah, those are
$4.
Wow,
They were brand new. Yeah.
Those are the Skechers. Those are really nice. I had the same ones. I got them in brown. They were so good.
Nice.
Dude,
This is so
Enjoy.
good.
Closet.
I'm about to start chugging this stuff.
I come in and get like a pint of this whenever I don't feel good.
Oh yeah, my hangover shit. Like anytime I could get sushi the next day after getting wasted all night, it was like nurse myself back up. He's going for it. Look at him, he's drinking it. He's like, I'm just gonna drink this.
So the last, I want to say 3 years, he's invited me to they do like a Chinese New Year celebration in here. It's like an after hours thing.
Oh my god!
And I mean, he puts these tables together in here,
Must be nice to know people, Chip.
and he just loads it full of everything you could think of. Friggin' razor clams and crab legs and whole fish and duck, and you know, it's wild every year. This was my first year doing it sober.
Yeah.
The other 2 years,
Isn't it nice though?
it's not bad.
He's like, no, I like getting drunk. No, but yeah, I haven't. It's been 2 years and 4 months or 5 months, 4 months or something. Like I said, I can tell you on my phone. I got an app, but
down to the hour.
Yeah, there's so many things I look back on now that I did wasted that I wish I would have done sober just so I could remember some of the shit.
Yeah, no, it is kind of a cool thing, like
and actually taste everything.
Being able to taste everything. The no hangovers are pretty cool.
I didn't eat much when I drank, so I'd never I'd be like a taster.
Yeah, it's like I eat everything now. It's like
Yeah, when I'm sober, it's like replacing an addiction with an addiction. It's comfort eating.
I quit everything and I put on 40 pounds.
Yeah. You gotta sit in that sauna more, Bubba. You got a sauna at his house, it's like a shower-sized sauna that you can get in. So I'm like, dude, I need that in my life.
Dude, it was. I go and I do the little workout and I try to hit it up almost every day. But
this stuff is so good.
A little warm up round.
So, this is his restaurant, Tuna's restaurant?
Yeah. Yeah, and he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he seems like it. When did he
I want to say, well, he was with another restaurant over by the World Golf Village. I think it was Pacific Asian Bistro, might have been the place. And he kind of split away from there and started this operation.
How many?
And honestly, I can't say this for sure, but I mean, all of the chefs, like I was saying, all the chefs in town, this is where we go.
Yeah.
When we want to do sushi and stuff.
Yeah, I can see
There's
that.
other places. There are other places that do great sushi in town.
Yeah.
But this is one I think he does the best.
Yeah, man. I mean, look at that dry-aged cooler. The dry-aged cooler is the coolest thing I've seen in a minute.
Yeah, whenever he's doing like experimental stuff, you know what I mean? Like I'll come in and he'll just he'll be throwing me out slices. Try this.
I like the whole just. If you're like food is like art, so if you're gonna really enjoy the artist's presentation, then you kind of want to let them do what they want to do if you can.
And he is definitely an artist.
Yeah.
And it's their family operation too. You know what I mean? Him and his wife, and they got the cutest little girl ever. They have 2 kids now, but it's just,
I like it, and his name's easy to remember. Tuna.
That's right.
It's like, where did I get my tuna from? Tuna.
Yeah, you know, he's been a part of the St. Augustine food scene now for a while, just like me. He's just like one of the other, you know, like I get a little bit humbled sometimes when my name is included in these lists of guys.
With people like this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Your presentation is nice too, Chip.
Well, I appreciate
I've had your
that.
presentation.
But you know, when they start listing off like all the chefs in St. Augustine, it's an honor to be on that list with them.
Yeah.
List of guys on there.
I totally.
Okay, this is how the journey shall begin, my friends.
What do we have here?
That was the Toro
Oh,
with the golden flakes. No big deal or anything.
Yeah,
You
golden
know,
flakes.
Picture of that.
Oh my
you know,
god.
nothing too crazy.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Just some golden flakes on there. I need pictures of everything too.
Ding dong.
Ding dong. Oh, it's beautiful. Why you gotta do this to us, Chip? Glad I brought a credit card today.
Getting stuff with gold flakes on it.
You got me getting shit with gold flakes on it, Chip. All right, man. Let's do this. John hasn't said a word. He's just been chugging down his clear soup the whole time.
That is one of my favorite soups.
Yeah, it's great when you got like a little sore throat or something, man.
That's gone. I inhaled that. I wish I would have tasted it.
What are your thoughts? How would you
Oh my
explain that
God.
to? If an alien asked you how to explain that, how would you explain it?
I would say, oh my
buttery,
god.
huh?
Yeah.
Just super buttery.
Yeah. I don't even. It was
almost
just sweet and
Like
fresh.
a slice of filet mignon or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
exactly.
It's like the filet mignon of fish.
Exactly. It was really moist in the center.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Hate to use that word to
was
describe
awesome.
it, but
There is no other word.
yeah, there is no other word. There's no
It's
other
supple.
word for that.
It's supple. It's so supple.
It was so supple.
Coming from the master of moisture.
Oh, that's right. That was amazing. That was absolutely.
Round one, gentlemen.
Round one was delicious.
You're not working today, right? Good.
Yeah.
I don't want you working today.
I don't want to work today.
No.
I don't want to work tomorrow either.
I want you just here.
Yeah, we're just gonna hang
With your
out right
friends.
here.
Beautiful
Enjoy
thing.
yourself.
Yeah, Bailey's jealous, that's for sure.
Yeah, we should bring her and Rachel. That's what Rachel keeps getting jealous of me doing this stuff all the time.
Do a girls edition
She's
podcast.
she's like, you do this, once a week at least. But sometimes I do it twice a week while I go and hit 2 different restaurants just to put some in the bank, man. And, like, especially since this podcast thing, now we're, like, doing this where we're sitting here and having, like,
Yeah.
however many courses of badassness you could possibly put down from Tuna,
Yeah.
from a guy named Tuna.
The Grandmaster.
Tuna, the Grandmaster Chef.
Yeah, and, he's from China originally, and then he spent some time in New York, I think, so he's had the opportunity to kind of travel around a little bit. And so Christmas in this place is insane. So for some reason, I didn't really know this. I always thought it was kind of like a faux pas or something like that to go to an Asian restaurant on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. So I think he might be closed Christmas Day, so I think it's Christmas Eve. So a few years ago, my kids were on a trip with my ex-wife, and so they weren't in town, and I think Bailey went to Colorado or something. So I was like, Christmas Day, I'm like hanging by myself. So I was like,
He was lonely.
I was like,
He was
you
a
know what?
lonely chip.
He invited me. He was like, hey man, come on out. If you're not doing anything, it should be a wild time in here on Christmas Eve. So I was like, all right. There was like 200 people in it. Like the place was like there were people hanging from the rafters.
Oh, I
so
love it.
I got a little spot at the end of the bar, and this is when I was still hitting the sauce pretty hard.
Yeah, sauce into that.
And
Started hitting the sake.
Sake.
Yeah, man, that's the thing I miss. Like sake, the red wine.
Yeah.
That's the shit I miss the most.
So same thing. Like all night, he's try this. I was here for hours, and then I noticed. I'm looking through the
Gentlemen, this is Wagyu beef tempura fried. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, I want to see
Yeah, we need pictures.
the in-time. You can
Gotta
get
take
whatever you want,
pictures
my
of
friend.
this. You can have whatever you want. Like that mentality. Don't tell John that though. You never know what he's gonna want.
Whatever you like.
Chip and I are just hovering over this, just like, ooh, smell it, baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
it's
need a plate
beautiful.
too. You're welcome.
Beautiful. Oh my god. It's the beginning of the day. Failure is welcome. All right.
Man, I'm gonna go for it.
I feel like I'm serving the High Council of Rivendell.
This is our Wagyu.
So
huh?
these guys, Adam, they're in a band.
You don't say.
They don't look like it, do they?
Yeah, but a pretty awesome band. That's how I kind of.
That is amazing. What am I doing with my life, man?
It's just butter.
That just makes you think about all your decisions that you've made for your whole, all the way leading up to this.
So that was Wagyu. What was it?
Tempura fried.
What was it wrapped in? Is that nori?
I think so.
Wow.
Sometimes there's a little loss in translation when he's explaining.
Yeah.
So I catch
Yeah.
about 95% of it.
Yeah.
You know.
So and that Wagyu is dry aged?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So that was also out of the dryer.
Yeah. I mean,
And then tempura fried.
just
Ay,
the
ay.
succulent fats in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
My
saying?
toes tingle.
Yeah, it did. That's a good explanation. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just.
UPS lady.
John, you made sure this thing's recording this time,
I
right?
saw the red light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Red light is on.
Yeah. What you been up to lately, Chip?
You know, man, last week wasn't as busy as the week before, but I was down a couple of guys at the restaurant this week, so I was just trying to
Stay afloat.
try to play catch up there. And you know, I got, like I said, I got the daughter in boxing classes, and I got 4 dogs, so they keep me pretty busy at the house. That's my sanctuary. You know.
Going back and forth. So do you have to, in order to maintain her schedule with the boxing and picking her up from school and stuff like that, do you have to go back and forth from work?
I don't have to pick her up from school.
No.
No, so like the bus, you know, she gets on the bus at the house. So,
Okay.
and she's old enough now to where it's like I don't necessarily have to be there every, given second.
Even though you want to be.
Yeah, I do. I try to be. But she.
Tighten up your teeth.
Oh, thanks, brother.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And we went to the Garlic last night. That's down in New Smyrna. That place was awesome.
Yeah.
You seen any pictures of that place?
No, I haven't even heard about it.
So it's like, remember that restaurant Buca de Beppo?
Yep.
So it's like
Rachel and I just talked about this. I don't want to interrupt you.
No,
But we
it's
talked
all right.
about this 2 weeks ago about how we missed the atmosphere.
Yeah, so it's like a cross between Caps and Buca de Beppo.
Oh, wow.
It's like an Italian restaurant. It's like a lot of outdoor seating.
wow.
Like there's a lot of like plants and stuff. Like it's very organic feeling. Thanks, brother. And we had a blast. It's a little bit of a drive. It's an hour down there. New Smyrna. I haven't spent a lot of time there, but they've got this other place down there. It's
Lots
like
of shark bite victims in New Smyrna.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
it's like the shark bite capital.
Yeah. Well, I don't go too far out in that water anymore.
I wear a
these
cup
days.
when I get to the water. It's all right. I wear a cup anyway.
Yeah. If I do go in, it's like I'll normally dive in, swim for a second. I'm like, all right, I'm freaked out. Let's get back. But I don't know, man. Sharks terrify me.
Yeah, I mean, when you see how they, if you go deep out, like when we're out offshore fishing, we do a lot of offshore fishing.
Yeah.
And when we're on, you'll be on the back of the boat and see, a bull shark. Like, one time, Les and Jason and I were out there, and Danny, and we watched this big gray, blob come up behind the boat, and it was almost as wide as the back of the boat.
Gentlemen,
Oh, good Lord.
this is our aged king salmon.
There's the age king salmon.
He advised not to add anything to it. There's already
Oh,
soy on
we're not adding anything to any of this. I don't put sauce on my steak.
Heard.
Whoa. That is gorgeous, man. What world are we even living in, Chip? But yeah, it ended up being a bull shark that came up behind us. But when you throw out bait behind the boat with chum bags, the shark like that quick. So it just shows you how quick they can hit your ass. Yeah, I'd be breaking the bank up in here if I was. John and I fucked up and got stoned before we got in here.
That's a good call though.
Man.
Get that appetite up.
Oh yeah, dude. They make those pin things now. We just hit that damn pin all the way here. And
Man,
by the time we got here, we're seeing double vision and shit.
Yeah.
We're like, oh shit, we got to go do this podcast with Chip now.
Yeah. Before I quit, I was getting a few of those here and there, and it's just like, man, talk about a way to blow $150 in a day and a half. It's like, because I had smoked an eighth a week my entire life. I never really Sometimes I go a little bit more, a little bit less
Yeah.
than that, but I'm generally about an eighth a
I'm
week.
probably a quarter a week.
And then, you know, the vape things came in. And it was like those little cartridges, man. I mean, I would blow through one of those in 2 days, especially working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck this.
They're great for when you're doing things with your family.
Yeah.
And you just need to be like, all right, well, we're going to be sitting here for a while. Let me just take this edge off real quick.
Yeah, but I also think that might have been what contributed to, like,
Anxiety.
yeah, the adverse effect it started having on me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I started getting anxiety when I was in my early 20s from smoking weed. But then I realized it was just the kind of weed, like sativa, straight sativas would give me that anxiety.
Yeah.
If I don't have something that I'm keeping my mind on or keeping like active on, if I smoke some straight sativa, it can go.
Yeah.
It can go panic attacky.
Tuna time.
2 at a time. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And
Wow.
the famous words of Ali G. Booyakasha.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely some booyakasha worthy stuff right there.
Booyakasha.
Booyakasha.
That is beautiful, Chip.
Yeah, I gotta get a pic too.
What are we? This is like literally making me question my life choices, and there's no joke about it.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, just gonna go.
I'll flop
go
her on
right
her
in,
side.
Flop her on her side. Check her out for a minute.
Moisturize her a little bit there.
So-
that back looks.
I'm guessing he ages all of this stuff, then, huh? Wow.
So that's the Jolly Ranchers of fish, you would say?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my
That
god.
I think that's my favorite one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the tuna, man. John says, what the fuck?
What was that one, Adam?
That's
that was
that's
just the
straight
fish.
up. Yeah, that's tuna.
That's just straight tuna out of the
That's straight
tuna
up.
out of the fridge right there.
That's
buddy.
the real deal.
Oh my god.
Bro, he's going for that Michelin star today.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy.
I'm telling
crap.
you, if anyone would do it in town, there's 2 or 3 that have a chance. But
Yeah.
they're real particular. They don't
I've
just
had
get
a
things
lot
out.
of I've had a lot of food experiences recently since starting the podcast and just doing the written reviews and stuff. And this is probably, if not, it's the top. If it's not the top, it's tied with the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the best food experience I've had in a long time.
It's awesome, man.
That's no joke. I love it. I love it, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Is all I can say about this.
Yeah, that tuna was outrageous.
We're definitely not hearing anything from John. John's steadily just eating. John eats like a bird.
Dude, I'm stoned and how
The last episode, he was he ate 3/4 of a meatball, and then
Oh,
we
fucking
had
meatball
then
trash.
we had to decide what we were calling that last quarter of a meatball that he was saving. And then we made a joke about the fact that he was an only child, so why the fuck was he saving a quarter of a meatball? When he could have just had the whole fucking meatball, you know?
You guys usually pop off pretty hard for lunch, Adam? Or?
Well, we pop off very hard. The hardest.
Yeah, the hardest.
Some would say. Okay, no, but seriously, all jokes aside, here's how this works.
He knows.
First of all, this is not a restaurant. This is the cantina from Star Wars.
Yeah.
So
I like
once
it.
you realize that you are no longer on planet Earth and you are in a galaxy far, far away, then you can proceed.
Yeah.
1, totally unpredictable. Sometimes the swing jam
Come around like
mid-vibe.
12, 1 o'clock.
Weather's real nice, real. Tuesday nights, we get pumping. Because people couldn't come in on Monday, so
Yeah.
they're fiending.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be a gentleman by the name of Matt that will be in here in the next 14 minutes. He's an everyday. But besides that,
He's staying healthy.
yeah, we're chilling. I have this dude.
Yeah, I got you. I like it.
Totally different vibe.
Man,
The cantina from Star Wars.
I'm just in absolute, yeah.
Prepare yourself.
So you're basically at the restaurant Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday you have off, unless something
Yeah,
has to be done.
I took off last Saturday, because we had a family function down at DeLand. And
Is that the one that you guys had the 5-course meal or 4-course? What was that? What was that meal situation that you had recently? I was like, what
that
the
was-
fuck, shit?
Yeah, that was at my sister's house for my parents' anniversary dinner.
Yeah.
And my friends Bob and Matt, they have a catering company called 11 Dishes.
11 Dishes, that's what it was. 11 Dishes, people.
Yeah, check them out.
If you want a catering experience at your home for your family, 11 Dishes is the thing to do. The pictures were phenomenal.
Yeah, so we were trying to, because my mom's got some mobility issues these days, so we were like, I'm trying to figure out what restaurant would be good for them, in Nocatee for the whole family, and it's weird because, my schedule's wacky.
Yeah.
All the rest of them have somewhat, regular 9-to-5 type jobs. So I was like, why don't I just, because I have multiple chef buddies that Bobby, I don't know, do you know Bobby Brevant? No? He knows, like, him and Ernie, like, and Matt, like, they all know each other.
Oh, okay.
They're some of my oldest friends. Like, we were in multiple bands together back in the day. They were, like, the first guys that, like, I saw them play live, like, when I was, like, a young teenager, like, 14 years old. I was like,
I want to do that.
You can do this?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It, like, blew my mind. Bobby is, like, a living reincarnated Dimebag. Like, when you see him play guitar, like, it's like, it's funny because Matt is like he's like a music theory guy.
Yeah.
He knows everything about reading music, writing music.
Yeah.
And he's also an insane guitar player. Bobby knows next to nothing about music,
But shreds.
but can pick up the guitar with his teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally understand.
And just light it up.
Oh, yeah, man.
And in that style too. So yeah, they got it. We had worked together at Lynch's 25 years ago.
Okay.
And he has very severe celiac disease, which we found out that he had developed. I mean, I guess he had it his whole life. He just didn't know.
Yeah. What?
Hamachi Karudo.
What? In,
bro.
man, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Oh yeah.
The cantina band.
Yeah, man.
My friend doesn't like you.
I don't even know
I'm sorry.
what to do.
I don't like you.
kind of wish Tuna was my family. Man, I'm just going
You
to
just show up down here enough, and he'll treat you like it.
wow. This makes me want to, like, go get baptized or something.
The name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, forever and ever.
Oh, my God. What do you think, John? What's your favorite so far, John?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because that's really good.
I'm not being real graceful about this.
I was in trouble, too. Once I figured it out. There's no need for grace. It's too good for grace.
Yeah, we're beyond that now.
I'm taking one.
We're in the cantina.
Oh, I'm trying to. I can't even get it.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Use your fingers.
Yeah. Yep. Take that to the bank. Oh, my God.
Great Odin's Raven.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. That's better. Man.
By Buddha's belly.
Yep.
Shifted everything into really good food now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. The eclipse done turned it into good food times. All that negative energy turned into positive tuna energy.
Did y'all watch it yesterday?
I looked up at it about 50 times until I saw green spots.
Yeah, dude, that was
So
I think
this gets back.
Oh my God.
Fun, right?
Yeah, I don't even know what to do with that.
I was just thinking that too, right before you walked up. I was
I
like,
was just like, man.
Fred Durst.
You're kidding. You're kidding.
Man,
Are they back?
I don't know. I think they.
Are they? Are they? Yeah, they've been back for a little while.
They are no joke. They never left.
Yeah.
More food.
Gentlemen,
Wow.
salmon with the avocado and then salmon belly.
Put them back. Put them back. This was a great choice, Chip. Every choice that you've made so far has been great.
Well, I appreciate you reaching out to me about it because I feel like there's a lot of places in St. Augustine that don't get enough recognition
Yeah.
for how good they really are.
Whatever that was.
Yep.
Wow. That was Salmon Belly. Torched it a little bit. Just in time for Shogun tonight. You guys been watching that show?
I started it but fell asleep like right away because I was so tired when I started
Yeah,
it.
because it definitely takes a lot of subtitles. Yeah, me and Bailey have been really enjoying it, waiting for every episode each week.
Oh, yeah. One I've been watching recently is that Britannia show, Amazon Prime.
What's that about?
It's about, like, before when the Romans tried to come in and take over
okay.
that whole area, northwestern Europe, where all the clans. Remember, because back then it wasn't like the United Kingdom; it was just all these different clans.
Yeah. they were eventually overthrown by the Germanic tribes.
Exactly.
They took out the Roman Third Legionnaires, which was supposed to be like the most powerful army.
Couldn't handle it.
Went into Germania and then walked into Germany in the middle of winter wearing their red robes and shit. Like, y'all are in trouble right off the bat.
We don't know what to do with our lives now.
I'll have to check that show out because I love that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. It has a lot of like the black magic kind of shit that they're, how they all worship different gods, and druids and shit like that. It was enough to make me stay up all night watching it the other night and not realize that it was 6:30 in the morning, being like, fuck, the kids are about to get up, damn it.
90s X-Men cartoon.
Yeah,
they just pick up right where that left off.
And it's the same art and everything, same animation.
Talk about that X-Men 97 album.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
That's
right?
that heat, boy.
I've watched these episodes 3 times.
It does. It takes you right back. Anytime we had snow days and shit when we were kids, you'd be able to catch that, because I think it came on like right after we had to start going to school in the morning.
It had that intro, that fire intro.
What you been listening to lately, John, or watching?
I've been playing video games, dude.
You been playing video games?
Yeah.
What video games you playing?
Fallout,
On what?
Xbox.
Oh, you got Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the show.
Fallout show?
Yeah, there's a show coming out I think within the next couple of months. Dude, I think he's sending us Wagyu next.
Oh my god, more Wagyu?
Wagyu beef with the Wagyu fat on top of it.
Oh my
So he took the actual
Wow.
Look at that presentation.
This is ridiculous.
for you.
This might be one of the nicest meals we've ever had in our lives. Good lord.
About to Wagyu your face.
Yeah, that's it. Good lord. John's gonna owe me his left nut after this meal.
Yeah, dude, I'm about to really wine and dine it.
Yeah. He's gonna take me to Hanger Bay is what he's gonna do.
Have you eaten a Hanger Bay?
I don't think so. Where is that?
It's in Mayport.
Oh, okay.
He's like, no, I don't go to Bay.
No, I used to hang out in Mayport all the time. That's where my tattoo artist used to be at.
You guys want to do this together?
Let's do it together.
Should we
baby.
do it together? Let's cheers to Wagyu. Oh, there goes my rice. Okay. Cheers, boys. That'll make you change your religion. It's like, where did that come from? What do they believe in? That's what I want. Look at Chip. He looks like he's about to cry. It was like me when I finally got that original Flint Coney dog. Had my eyes welted up in tears. John was all like, man,
That was pretty good.
you look like you're about to cry.
Yeah, that would make me be on the verge also. I'm a hot dog man.
That's what it was.
Yeah, the guy knows what he's doing. It's like you said, man, it's a difference in galaxy far, far away. But, for me, it's...
I feel like I've had an experience, like a psychedelic experience here. That just gave me a whole weird feeling. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been feeling things.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's that
weird
I don't know if it's that
Really
pin that we hit before we came in here.
That's a little of both, I'm sure.
Oh man!
Treat, guys. You're in for a
Holy crap! What in the world?
Holy crap is right.
Yes. I don't even know what to say about it. Trying to keep my profanities down to a minimum. Definitely working on it.
What's been in y'all's radio recently?
Oh man!
I've been listening to your stuff on Spotify,
Oh,
man.
thank you.
Been going down the Bryce, Alastair rabbit hole.
Yeah, I always will release little bits and take bits off. And I've been listening to shit that's just been staying in my shit lately. Talking Heads. It's always just because of positive mood and for it. I listen to so much singer-songwriter, sad bullshit, like Justin Townes Earl. Sometimes I catch myself like falling into a depression because I'm listening to his music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, which is not a bad thing, but it's like not just Justin Townes Earl, but all those guys like Isbell and my Drive-By Truckers is like my number one thing I've been listening to lately. It goes in phases, man. I listen to Bob Marley when I need to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Bob Marley and Talking Heads are my first go-to. Like, I listen to that fucking song. Home is where I want to be.
Yeah.
I listen to that like 3 times in the morning just to get my shit pumped up.
Nice.
So yeah, you're welcome, Talking Heads. You're wondering why you're gonna hit 1 billion fucking streams. So
There you go.
Listen to it every day for mood music, because I use music as like a way to cure my depression.
Yeah,
it's
that'll-
like, yeah.
That can snap you out of it.
Yeah, you gotta listen to the things that'll keep you out of it. But I listen to a lot of music that puts me into that point. So
It's weird, man, because like the music that makes me the happiest, that will totally change my mood around, is like the gnarliest shit you can think think of. Like, dude, put me on some Cannibal Corpse.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
he's like, why am I so happy?
It takes me back to like being
days.
a teenager
And discovering that shit for the first time.
And like being in the pit and like all the good memories and all that stuff. And it's like, people, how could you listen to this stuff? And it's like, it makes me happy.
I listen to Suicidal Tendencies.
Yeah.
When I just want to just zone out and just have like.
Yeah, you do.
I love that shit.
Yeah,
It's
John's a punk rocker, man.
So, did you hear that the Cavalera Conspiracy just re-recorded Sepultura's first 2 albums?
That's what I saw that. I saw that.
And Bobby messaged me the other day on the way down he was going to South Florida. He was like, dude, it's like the heaviest thing they've ever done. It's like, well, it's their first albums, you know? Like,
yeah, exactly.
I've been going down the punk road a little bit more because, like, my friends that own Gas, he's like a big-time punk rocker.
Yeah.
And whenever I hang out with him, it's like a lot of Pennywise.
My first band was a punk band, and I was 12 when we were gigging. 11, 12. And making money gigging. Like, not bunch of money, but we were getting paid to play music. But, I had tall pink spikes in my hair and fucking, straight punk rocker, both ears pierced.
I will say that I like the Misfits more after Danzig left.
Yeah,
I'm a latter Misfits fan, which I know like some people are like, but like I think they made some great music without Danzig.
Oh yeah.
And plus I was never like, I kind of had like a weird little personal vendetta with Clint Danzig.
And then you see the videos of him getting like knocked out and shit.
I heard he's just a total jerk.
Yeah.
So my friend's band, Dead Center in Jacksonville, was supposed to open up for Danzig when he came, and we were like unloading equipment backstage at this was at the Marquee Theater in Five Points back then, and they come out. Danzig's manager's like, "What are y'all doing?"
They didn't know they had support for the day,
and they were like, "Tim Hall had already booked it.
Yeah,
like it was a done deal. Let's bring our equipment." He's like, "You guys aren't playing tonight. Well, why not?" It's like, y'all aren't signed under the same record label as him. We can't have like a band that's not signed under his label opening. They already had like one opening act. And that's all they were doing. And it turned into this whole big thing. And Tim Hall was pissed because he was like, "Dude, you know what I mean? This will be a Dead Center show tonight. I don't care." And then like I guess he had other investors.
It was probably
whoa, like
Tim and another guy.
Like let's not lose our heads here. Ever since then, I always had a bad taste in my mouth.
Sausage in there?
That's called no.
It looks like there's a sausage right there, doesn't it?
No sausage. I think this might be the grand finale.
This probably is the grand finale. I would hope something's going to be the grand finale. Let's dig in.
That's the name of the podcast.
This is the best sushi experience I've ever had, hands down. Hands down. Hands down. I can't even think of a place that has came close to this experience with sushi. Ginger Bistro, everybody.
Yeah.
Ginger Bistro, St. Augustine, Florida.
This is the place to go.
This is the place to go.
Those onions are on point.
If you want to get high on food, come to Ginger Bistro.
And if you want to get high on life, have me as your servant.
Yes.
The Herminator.
The number 1 vibe.
The Herm. Big Herm.
I want to eat that flour.
You can. They're edible.
Yeah.
Come here, flour.
They don't taste like much.
I don't care. It just looks too good to eat.
Somebody at the restaurant was like, "I bet you won't eat it." I was like, "They're literally edible."
Yeah.
It tastes like lettuce or something.
It does taste like lettuce.
It's too real, man.
You sure?
Yeah.
What are you watching your freaking figure or something?
No. I just I've been here a million times. You know.
I don't know whatever kind of heaven you.
This is my guy.
I'm so glad that you have a guy for everything, Chip.
Oh, we're just skimming the surface, man. There's a lot more to go. Did you see that picture that I posted of the burger the other day?
Yeah, the food truck.
Yeah, it's my buddy Freddie.
Is that Food Mafia?
Yeah, Food Mafia.
Yeah.
And he owns a Michi's Italian, and that's what I was saying last time, dude. We got to go hit up Prime Rib Night over there.
And what night is that?
It's a Monday.
That's a Monday? We need to do that on a Monday.
Like maybe that would be a good thing for the girls to come out to do.
Yeah.
Was that the grand finale?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
You just keep slinging it.
Wow.
But
oh man,
I've had prime rib many times.
Whenever the show is done.
And I have to say that one that I had, this is maybe 4 weeks ago, was the best prime rib I ever had.
Buttery.
Oh my god.
Melts in your mouth. Prime rib.
He actually, I sent him a message about it. He's like, "Well, we're buying."
That is the word of the day, buttery.
Yeah, buttery. It's so buttery.
That means it's really fucking good. That doesn't mean that we're complaining about it being buttery. That means we're like, oh my god, this is melting in my mouth.
Yeah. But he buys his prime ribs from the shop, butcher shop, which is right down the road from there. So their shit is like about the best that you can buy, and everything. Like Delaney, she was eating with us, and she was like, "These mashed potatoes are like the best mashed potatoes I've ever had."
You're like, "Hey, man,
yeah,
shots, darling.
Yeah,
Daddy's right here."
And she is a mashed potato connoisseur. That's like her favorite thing.
I love me some mashed potatoes too.
But the thing with Amici's that a lot of people don't know is he makes all of his own bread, makes all of his own pasta, which is like nobody does that.
Yeah, the pasta alone, just making the pasta. It's like walking in here and seeing this dry age cooler where you're just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
so like Freddie took over ownership of Amici's, I want to say maybe six years ago, maybe something like that. Maybe that might be a little longer, but Amici's kind of like before Freddie took it over, it was like one of those restaurants in town that it was kind of forgotten about. It was like, nobody goes to Amici's anymore. It's, and then Freddie took it over and changed everything in there. So it's like I have to try to tell people like, I went to Amici's. No, I'm telling you, it's not the same place. Like every time we go there, it's like this is fantastic. Nobody makes their own pasta, especially when you have as many seats in as he has. He's got Amici's. The building in itself is huge. He's got, I want to say between 350, 400 seats, and then he's got a banquet room in the back to where, like, if you want to have a wedding or play a big event or something like that. That's where I wanted you guys to come out.
I'm glad you did it regardless. Sometimes it's hard to get things done the way you want. Sometimes it's better off just doing it when you feel like it's right.
Yeah. And that was like when I went to Savannah and I had the ring on me.
And you're just like, we're fucking here.
I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do it here. But if the moment comes along to where it feels like this is the right moment, I'm going to go for it. So we were at this restaurant called the Pink House in Savannah, 300-year-old building or something like that. And our table, there's like a basement, and it's like all stone walls, candlelit. It's like an old, like 1700s tavern theme. Like the upper part is like white tablecloth. It's in like this old colonial house. And it's very, very prim and proper. But the we were at was a different vibe down there. It was,
the dark side.
Yeah. So we were there with our friends, Ryan and Alexis. Hi, Ryan and Alexis. We had this awesome dinner. We had a little private, little cubby off to the side where our table was, and it was. And
you're just like, this is all working pretty good.
Yeah, like the dinner was great. We were all wind up, and we were almost getting to the point where we were going to get the bill, and I was like, this is it. This is the time to do it. So I went to I was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I get up, and I'm standing in this hallway, and I like look over at this manager. He's standing like over at the bar. I'm like, he comes over, and I like just show him the ring. I was like, hey. He's like, all right, give me the ring. So he's like, just go sit down. I was like, all right.
Great. That's making it cool for you too.
Yeah, so like I go sit down, and like I said, all four of us are tuned up.
Holy cow. There's still more.
Grand finale.
There's the grand finale.
Dude, it's amazing, Tuna.
Wow.
No, he did say he just kind of gauged the vibe.
Yeah. That's it. That's perfect. Let's continue the story before we finish the grand finale.
So I gave him the ring. He comes back, and he comes walking up to the table. Now the three people that I'm with, they have no idea. Obviously Bailey doesn't know. Ryan and Alexis, I didn't tell them that I was going to do this. So he comes up with a bottle of champagne and a dessert, like a chocolate bomb cake with whipped cream, and the ring is sticking out of the cake. And he's like, I just had this here, and he puts it down in front of Bailey, and Bailey like looks at me, and I was like, will ya?
Hey, I don't want to say anything that get me crying here.
So and then everybody at the table started crying. It was a big. Here it is, guys.
What is this one? Did we even ask him, or we just looked at it? This is just the grand finale.
So I'm thinking.
So it looks like a rice cake on the bottom, nori. It's been tempura. You got spicy tuna in the middle, avocado, fresh tuna, and it also looks like salmon on top.
So it's like everything. It's like the whole kit and caboodle.
That's the best thing I've ever had in my life. You better step it up when I come to do caps, man. We are going to be doing caps eventually. We can't just bring you around to all these restaurants and not talk about your own restaurant.
That was fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's the one.
John, I appreciate you watching the red light for me today, buddy.
Hey, no problem, dude.
Just sitting here enjoying this. I don't know. There's so many heavenly layers.
So like a lot of places.
I mean, that fucking flour again.
Do the spicy tuna mixture, spicy tuna rolls, but I think his is the best, man. I don't know what he puts in it, but
He puts electric boogie.
yeah, that's right.
None of your business. Was that none of your business or not?
But so funny story. That Christmas that I was here, I'm getting tuned up. I'm sitting in that corner seat at the bar.
You see like all the layers on that one.
You're welcome.
And this place, like I said, it was jamming. There's a million people in here. So I see in their kitchen that the dishes are stacking up. These guys are rocking their asses off. Like all their cooks are like going full speed. Like the dish pit, I see like the dishes are stacking up. I was like,
You're like, I know how to do this.
I'm gonna go wash that dish. I said, fuck it. I went. I have like a leather apron. I wear at work sometimes. Like
You just keep it in your truck.
So I went out to the truck, put on my leather apron, went back there, kind of started busting suds. And it's Christmas night, you know. And Tuna comes back. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Man, I'll catch you guys up, and then we'll go back." He's like, "Go sit down." I was like, "No. Let me catch you guys up, and then I'll go sit back down again." So that was like, it's the funniest memory because like it was like I said, it's Christmas night.
Yeah, it's the time to do
But
it.
it's a great memory.
Yeah,
you know, like
that's how because your whole family was gone too. So
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like your
exactly.
way of saying thanks for letting me come and hang out with you for Christmas.
Needless to say, they gave me a ride home that night. If I eat any more, somebody's going to have to give me a ride home from here today.
Yeah, it is beyond dynamite, man. We couldn't have had a better experience here today. Absolutely couldn't have. There's no way to like take a picture of that piece of sushi and accurately depict the layers that it has of goodness.
How cool was that? Did I send you a picture of that note that the lady from...
No, you
Alastair
sent me. You told me that they sent it to you, but I thought that was way cool too.
Yeah, really nice.
A few people went there because they listened to the podcast.
What'd they say?
They were
Awesome.
amazed. Yeah.
Yeah, she sent me a long note.
Wow, dude, you need to share this with me.
I don't bring
Wow.
the chicken tenders out. Quit being polite. One of y'all here.
All right, I'm taking it.
Go on, Bryce.
You guys are over here.
F these
playing
guys.
These studs.
Poor John. John was looking at that
So you have
thing
to
like,
check
it's
out
gonna
their
go.
band on Spotify.
It's a shame I don't have a Wormzilla CD for them to have.
No, I still have your Wormzilla CD. I got it at the house.
With our hypnotic bass lines.
That's right.
That was so good.
Amazing, brother.
Tuna.
Thank you so much, man.
Man,
That's good, sir.
that was the single best food experience I've had in as long as I can remember. Seriously. Definitely the best sushi experience I've ever had. Definitely.
Thank you.
That's,
Yeah, man.
Guys, something else? Anything else?
I think we're good.
No, we're good, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
They're going to be putting you on blast on their podcast.
Yeah.
So thanks, man.
Man.
All right, brother. You'll see
Don't
me.
worry,
I'll
all
see you
good
soon.
things. All good things.
Cool.
Man.
But that Christmas, I was introduced to Scotch and green tea, which is, I guess, a very common drink. Like
Over there?
over there, like yeah, because there are Chinese scotches. But like when I showed up to Christmas and Chinese New Year, it's like it's sake
Yeah.
and scotch.
Yeah. I can drink sake, but I used to my sake tab was more than my food bill half the time when I ate sushi back when Rachel and I were younger. She would always just be like, all right, let's go get ready to spend $40, $50 on sake. Yeah. It always felt like a different kind of buzz.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like a sake buzz is way different.
completely
Way
different.
different. It's
It seems like a more controlled
It's like a
buzz.
jolly.
Yeah,
For me,
it
makes
is.
me very jolly.
Yeah, exactly. It's a warming feeling.
Yeah.
You know, it's that warming, it's just comfortable.
And he would put me on to some he would like going around the back and be like, here, try this. He'd give me like a unlabeled bottle of like cold, unfiltered sake.
No.
Try this stuff.
Yeah, he's like, you want to...
Yeah.
I'm so glad you brought us here today, buddy.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming out. Like you might drive by it and never know it was here.
Yes.
You know.
That's the thing about these places. These are the kind of places that we're really looking for too, are like the best places. My main thing is I just don't like to do chain restaurants. That's what I won't be. Like at some certain point, the things get a little too big for me to even care about.
Yeah. St. Augustine food scene has got such a cool synergy between all the chefs and the bartenders and then the patronage. It catches on with them too, and they get to kind of feel like they're part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's like a lot of people that do tuna. They come in here and they'll do exactly what I do, which is just sit down at the bar and be like, hit me. There's a handful of restaurants out here like that. get the special. Try what the chef is cooking.
Yeah, try what the chef's into today.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Got it.
If you're wondering why we're laughing like a bunch of hyenas right there, it's because Chef Tuna surprised us by covering the tab. It's not something we were expecting at all. As you can tell in the beginning of the podcast, I made mention to having to max out a credit card. I also looked at John and said that he would owe me his left nut for this meal. I really did think that it was going to be a super expensive meal, just because the fact that, I mean, how often do you get gold flakes on your food? And it's not expensive. That dry-aged Wagyu was like $30 for 2 pieces of sushi or something. It's nuts, but if you're going to go in there and get the full experience, sometimes it's worth maxing out the credit card. We lucked out in this instance, and Chef Tuna is very fond of Chef Chip, and they ended up covering the tab. So once again, thanks again to Ginger Bistro.
I should have seen that one coming.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Dun, 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 dun.
Are you serious? The real tab. We need a real tab.
I got cash.
I'll go break that down for you, brother.
I don't need a break.
You need to keep that.
For us? Because he's not charging. So this would just be a tip.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Cool. Enjoy your time.
I expected to get like a $500 bill for that.
No. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys.
The more things came out as, it's like, ching, 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 ching. Yeah, I was just
thinking at least a bill a piece.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I brought the credit card because I was just like, this thing gets a little crazy. What an amazing experience. Look at that, John. We got plenty of cigar money now. Now we go to Stogies for our NA beers and cigars.
There you go.
We fucking party hard here.
Go 4:45. I gotta be back to the house by 2:30.
Oh.
I might be able to go.
I think we can. Well, let's wrap it up here. Well, we're here at Ginger Bistro. It was definitely 5 rock and rolls all day. Service was incomparable. Food experience was second to absolutely none. I'm not saying that, just to be nice. I'm saying that was the best food experience that I've had in my recent memory. So that is an amazing thing. Thanks to Chef Tuna. Thanks to Chef Chip Richard. Thanks to John King Under the Mountain Deer for making sure that red light was blinking the whole time.
Adam Herminator, the server.
Yeah, Adam Herminator. What a great experience. Thank you, Chip.